Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Piney Run Forest. We are starting out here in front of the wheel loader because I placed down two new productions. We have the crude oil production, which is these two buildings here. It will turn sand into crude oil, and that crude oil will go into the biogas plant to make us methane. And then we have the steel factory here, and it will turn coke, coal, iron ore, limestone, and lithium ore into steel and pipes. And from there, that will make us money. So I have gotten rid of all the coal. It is in this trailer. We have 804,000 liters. So we will take that over to the sawmill. And eventually we're going to clear all those piles out and put a bunch of productions there. In between episodes, in between this episode and the last episode, episode 2, I have had to uninstall Farming Simulator and reinstall it. So I lost all the mods. And I tried to get all the mods back that I had, but I just had so many that I couldn't remember all of them. I got most of them. I think I'm still missing a few. I have also turned traffic off because it was very annoying. And I may have rolled my gooseneck trailer with the skid loader on it because I needed a new pallet fork because I forgot a mod. So we have arrived at the sawmill. We will do maybe 1 or 2 loads of wood today just to get it going. We have almost 1,000,000 liters of coal that we have to get used up. What's this on the ground here? It's a piece of cheese. You found a cheese wedge. There are 11 more. I got 10 grand for that. That's that's really cool. We'll have to look out for those. They're really small to find. There's 11 more, so there's 12 on the map. I wonder where all the other 11 are. Probably with all of the productions. That would make a lot of sense. So there's probably one here. Doesn't look like it. There's probably one up here in this little place. Doesn't look like it either. I don't know where they are. I'll have to look them up. So we no longer have to stop for the stop sign because their traffic is off. We do still need to spray our field with nitrogen to boost the yield. We will take this back to the piles of stuff. And I know one of those piles goes into the steel factory. I just don't remember which one. I think it might be this one. I think. Let's find out. Gravel. So it's not gravel. Okay, they don't need this. What is this? This looks like nothing that we need. This next one I believe is sand. Maybe we need this one here, this black one. This is coke coal. This is actually coke coal, so that we do need this. I just want to find out what they all are. That's not something we need at the moment. What about this next one? It looks like limestone. It is in fact limestone. Look at that. I was right. So this limestone and the coke coal will be loaded up maybe in between episodes. I suppose that's our wheel loader that we have to use. So we'll take this back over to our little wood section. Get a couple loads of wood. Probably wouldn't hurt to have a second trailer to haul the wood. But one will do just fine for now. Before we start cutting down some wood, we should probably buy a fertilizer. So we'll go ahead and do that. We want the Kubota. We want 40 meters. And that'll work just fine. Now I gotta remember where I put my forks. Where are my forks? There are my forks. Fantastic. We will hop into our case tractor. We will hook it up. We also need a pallet of fertilizer. We are now currently broke. We have $714 to our name with about a $1 million loan. But don't worry, once we get our productions up and running, we'll get all kinds of money. Don't worry about it. Speaking of productions, I have ran the material production from the last episode. We have all kinds of things here. Looks like 275,000 liters of everything. So the lithium ore, the iron ore, sand, the gravel, and the limestone can all be put on distributing. So the sand will go to the crude oil. The coke, coal, iron ore, limestone, and lithium ore will all go into the steel factory. And I think I missed the coke coal. Or there is no coke coal, that's right, because you got to make it. So at the hour, all of that will be distributed. We will get this guy set off. And then we will start deforestation. We could probably do a fertilizing contract as well. Not that there is one at the moment, but we're actually going to start down here. And hire a worker. I didn't mean to start that. We will cut down this tree. This tree looks good to cut down. It is a 35.8 meter tree. There we go. Timber! Man, I love the sound of wood when it falls down. We will strip the logs here. Hey, look, and it leads us right to our next tree. So we'll cut this guy down too, since we're here. Kind of want to... Well, we could probably have it fall... Yeah, we could probably have it fall back this way. Get 2 and 1 here. That worked out perfectly. Timber! Perfect. Go ahead and strip the log. Strip it to the best of my capabilities, that is. Alright, and then we need to cut it in thirds. So probably about right here. How'd I do? 11.3, that's not bad. And then probably about right here. How'd I do? 8.5 and 15, so that was horrible. Let's see. Let's cut this one about right here. How did I do? 16.8, so I did horrible. And then we'll cut this guy about right here. I said right here. Right here. Thank you. Alright. Don't run with the chainsaw out. That's very bad. We'll go ahead and cut this guy down. Try and do a better job of getting the lengths to 12. Timber! Wonderful. We'll go ahead and strip it down again. I think the next payday we get, we're going to buy a tree harvester. Make life a lot simpler. So we'll cut this in thirds again. Somewhere about right here. How'd I do? 10.4 there in the bottom right. Not bad. Could have been better. And probably about right here. 12, that's perfect. This log right here is exactly 12 meters. This one's 12.7, so not bad. Could have been better. Looks like our fertilizer's already done. That was very fast. So we'll go over here and we'll stop him if he continues. He did not continue, so that's good. Let's just double check everything is fertilized. So everything but this little portion here by the trees. So we will go and fertilize that very quickly. It used about 700 liters of seed fertilizer. That guy was really expensive. He wanted $100 for about 5 minutes of work, which I guess isn't so bad. It's better than $1,000 for 5 minutes work. There we go. We'll go ahead and leave that there. Hop into our wheel loader and start picking up some of these logs. We'll go over here and do these ones first, since they're a little bit longer. It's like I didn't do a very good job of trimming these trees. That's one done. Man, did I really cut it that short? I suppose I did. That is too short. That was the first one. The first one's always the worst. Wow, I cut those really short. There we go. This last little pile of wood over here. These are nice and long pieces of wood here. It'll give us a lot of wood on our little production. We got one more tree to load up. We'll get these last two pieces loaded on. And then that might be a full load. Looks like a full load. I could probably fit another tree on there, but I'd rather not. This isn't the most powerful truck in the world. There we go, that is that. We will leave that parked there, and we'll go unload these logs. I probably could have fit another log on there, but it'll work. I I think I'm going to put the times down to 0.5 just for the time being so we can drive over there. The wood can process because it doesn't take very long to process. And then all the wood chips can be sent over to the biogas plant and then turned into methane. Once we get enough money, this will be a heavy, heavy production map. Once we get them all set up first. But to get them set up, we need the money. And to get the money, we need the productions. So it's a whole cycle. But eventually, I think all these trees will be coming down. I might bring in my friend Blake for that. He doesn't really like trees, though. Maybe he can just be the truck driver. So we're almost there. There we go. We'll go ahead and hit the button to sell the wood. And we have 18,000 liters of wood. We will start the production. Yes, yes, and yes. We will put wood chips onto distributing. So it will automatically distribute to the biogas plant. Also, if you didn't know, all the wood pallets, you would think they would spawn right here in these little green bays, but they don't. It spawns over here where the skid loader is. If we can get a pallet to spawn, it spawns right here, right smack in the middle of this doorway. Look at that, just like that. And they only spawn one at a time. You know, sometimes you'd have maps that they would spawn two side by side, but no, this one only spawns in one at a time. Which sucks. But it's also a good thing so you don't have a bunch of pallets everywhere. So you will get this taken back to the wood area and do another load of logs. How's our production doing? It's about a quarter of the way done. Once again, we don't have to stop at this stop sign. In fact, we're going to run it over. because it doesn't need to be there anymore. We definitely need to get a faster truck, because this one is leased. So once we get enough money, we'll buy this truck. We'll customize it how we want it. How I want it, I should say. So you're now negative $10,000 in debt. I would assume that is from the leasing costs. But it will be paid back in time. In fact, what we can do is now activate the crude oil. I've hit a tree. Don't text and drive, everybody. That's what happens. I'm going to do it again, though. So we need coke coal to activate this production. So I think we will do that just to get it started. So we will take this back over to the piles of stuff and do maybe 2 or 3 loads of coke coal just to get that production going. The crude oil is doing pretty good. So I'm already probably a quarter of the way done already. Forgot where my bucket was there for a second. We will get a bucket load and we will go put this into the production since it's just right over there. We can now activate the production and we'll go back for another load. I don't remember if I said it in the last episode or not, but I do believe that each of these piles, if it's just the one strip, it's 1,000,000 liters. I do believe so. I don't quite know though. So I'm talking little strips like this coke coal here, not these double strips like the sand is. So this will be our second to last load. Because this production isn't quite as fast as the other ones. It takes a while to produce. There we go. This is our final load. We will go back to chopping some trees. Because I don't think you guys want to see me do this forever and ever. Especially with the quarry. Because it does get quite boring. We will leave the bucket there. We will run over the sign because it doesn't need to be there anymore. Actually, what we're going to do is go up to our material production. Oh, look, our wood's done. Try not to crash into a tree. We're going to go up to our material production, and everything that we're not using, we are going to sell. Because we do not need it. Get out of this man's crops. Everything that didn't go is going to be on selling. That means you sell, you can sell, you can sell, you can sell, you can go back to distributing. You can sell, and you can sell. That'll give us a bunch of money. So much money, in fact, that we're going to speed up time until the hour hits. And just like that, we have $610,000. So we will turn our crude oil on because we have 600,000 liters of it. We will take all of those things and put it back on storing. There we go. And with our money, we will buy a tree harvester. Because I'm already sick of doing that. We will buy this guy right here. The Komatsu. And we'll drive it over to our little wood place. I do need to turn the help window on for just a second. There we go. This will make cutting logs a lot faster. This isn't the fastest thing in the world, but it still works. We have arrived at our destination. And we will cut down these trees. All of them. They're all going. Right now. Exactly 12 meters, except for this one. It'll be a little bit shorter. This cutter really likes to wiggle. This is the Piney Run version of this tree harvester. I'd like for you to cut, please. Come on, cut. Why won't you cut? Cut the tree. Thank you. Oh, come on. But, that will do it for today, guys. I will see you in the next episode when we pick up this whole mess that I'm about to make. Goodbye.